Welcome to our final episode of Smart Remarks. I'm your host, Mark Impress Preston. It's been a fantastic football season, and now it all comes down to one game. Super Bowl 47 in New Orleans, Louisiana. So let's get this show kicked off. Okay, for our Markman segment, we're going to look at Coach Sean Payton of the New Orleans Saints being reinstated by Roger Goodell, which is a great move. Great thing for the Saints to have the man in charge back, the boss honcho back in place. So I really look for the Saints to have a great offseason and to start off strong next year and perhaps be in the mix for the playoffs. You know, they got to do a lot of work on the defensive side of the ball, but Sean Payton's back to hold it down for them. And hopefully Greg Williams, who's being close to being hired by the Tennessee Titans, who was banned indefinitely due to the Saints Bounty Gate situation, will be given a chance to earn an income in the NFL as a coach again. So hopefully Goodell does the right thing and lets Greg Williams come back. I think it was a lesson learned. I think no coach is going to do the bounties again. Okay, now for my smart picks for the Super Bowl. Way back in August when I started this show, I gave you Baltimore over San Francisco. And although I've been right, ultimately, to a certain point, Super Bowl hasn't been played yet, I am worried. San Francisco is playing very well, and both Harbaugh coaches, when they have a bye week to prepare, they're 9-0-1, one tie. So I really think this is going to be a close and competitive game. I think both defenses are going to make plays, but I think these offenses have a lot of weapons. You know, Joe Flacco has Dennis Pitta, Ed Dickerson, Torrey Smith, Anquan Bolden, Ray Rice, Bernard Pierce. Colin Kaepernick has Randy Moss, Michael Crabtree, Vernon Davis, Delaney Walker, Michael James, Frank Gore. Both have solid offensive lines. I really think that this is going to be a sort of a high-scoring game in the high 20s. It's going to come down to the 49ers special teams. David Akers has been terrible all year, and I really think he's going to come up small on the biggest game of the year. So I have the Ravens winning 28-27. Akers is going to miss a field goal at the end, or he's going to miss so many field goals that the 49ers are going to have to go for it a lot in situations where normally you would have to rely on your kickers. So that is my Super Bowl pick, the Ravens, and they're winning 28-27. So that means for all you gamblers out there, take the Ravens. Okay, for our last question mark segment of the year, I'm going to ask everyone that watches this show any suggestions that you have for next year when we do this whole thing again. We look to make the show bigger and better each and every time. So leave a comment on Facebook. Hit me up if you have the number, or if you see me in the street. You can also send a suggestion to me on Twitter as well. I'm at Smart Remark Host. So I'm going to be at my aunt's Super Bowl party getting it in. Terrific array of food and drink and good time with the family. Wherever you're at watching Super Bowl 47, be safe, have fun, enjoy a great game, the greatest game in America, NFL football. We're going to take a knee here. See you next year.